Hi guys, welcome to Book Pieces. Today I'm doing absolutely nothing related to books, but that's okay. I really wanted to try out this Koya travel watercolor palette. I got it for like 24 bucks at Michael's, but I've seen it at Walmart for like 15. But this is kind of my first foray into watercolor. So I just sketched out a couple quick window drawings, and here I'm outlining one in line art, just with a black ink, and the other side I'm doing with pencil, just because I wanted to see kind of the difference with doing a harsher line in the contrast of the watercolor versus having the softer pencil and really using the watercolor to achieve like the depth in the images. So I haven't actually swatched any of these colors before I started trying them. So right now I'm just mixing up a blue for the window panes. So I took this, it almost looks black in the pan. It's a darker blue and mixed a little black in, and just started, painting the window panes. I started out lighter just because you can always go darker, but with watercolor it's pretty hard to go light once you have. What I really thought was cool about this palette, it does have a really cool like color selection. It's not like what you would expect normally from like a watercolor palette, but it's like everything you would really need, and especially to do more like nature realistic. And I think that's the idea, is that you're supposed to travel with it, bring it somewhere and be able to, paint a landscape or something. So I really did like it, and you actually get a really even wash of color, and I think if you actually knew what you were doing with watercolors, you could really make these look really nice. But even for my first time using them and really using watercolors, the wash was pretty flat, the color was even, and they blended really well. And if you went directly from the pan, you could get a very pigmented, as I did here, and got a little too much color and had to try to wipe some away and blend it in. So I'm just using kind of a red-orange to paint the panes. I've actually done this in acrylic painting before. Here it is. That's kind of where the inspiration came from. Both just kind of quick, hour or two long paintings, just to kind of experiment with techniques and stuff. So yep, just painting the panes that nice vibrant red. It's actually really gorgeous. I struggle a bit more getting this even, but I think that was more my error than the actual tools. So I mixed in the brown with the red, just to try to get kind of something to go in and add depth to this and deepen like the cracks between like the wood beams. I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow, really make them come apart. Like one thing about this palette is I kind of wish there was more of like an umber brown in it. You kind of mix your own just like with reds and blacks, like a little bit of the more like sienna brown, I guess. And so like I think an umber would have been more useful to me than like the two really red browns that are in the palette. So now I'm going back in with kind of you can't even tell it's a color, but like a really light brown, just to change like the paint, not the panes, like the grate. Is there a name for this thing? I know there is. I'll call it the grate, the window grate thingy mabob, to make it not off-white and make it more of a brown. And then I went in with some greens to start adding like the ivy and then the flowers in the window box. And went through now with an even darker brown between the cracks of the stones, just to show that the stones are kind of popping out of the cement or grout, whatever it is that's holding them in. So now I'm going with the brighter blue in the palette to add more depth to the windows. I drew a little light source. I think I could have gone a little more extreme with the contrast and stuff, but I didn't want to overdo it. I feel like watercolor is one of those things that the less is kind of more. That if you start doing too many colors, it's just going to look muddy. So I'm just going through the panes again. It was really nice. These actually blended really well. Like you could kind of re-wet the paint and it would blend in. So it made this really easy, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the product. Going forward, I definitely want to look more into different techniques, like blending, how to layer the colors, because when I originally did the line art, I drew the window box without thinking that I need to have flowers kind of covering that, and watercolor is not going to cover black ink. So I definitely want to look into how to plan it out, determine what you should be painting first, and all that stuff. But, well, it'll be probably a different video. For now, this was a fun experiment into watercolors, just removing the tape, just to clean it up a bit. I love the look of fresh lines from tape. And then those are the final products. So yeah, on the left we have the line art one, on the right we have the no line art. Let me know which one you prefer below, or if you have a preferred watercolor technique that you really like doing. Please like, comment, subscribe, check out our website, even though this has nothing to do with books, but you can check out our website anyways. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.